No. I'll get the blood.
Hello, my name is Evgeny Kasparovich.
And I'm Alicia Bernardo, and our scene tonight will be from Talley's Folly.
You know what I'm thinking? That Sally may not be who I thought she was after all.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. May not be. What kind of an answer to mystery is that? What happened to change this golden girl into an embarrassment to family? Into an old radical maid who is fired from Sunday teaching school? Why would this nice Harley leave you after all this time while you will sit with such a romantic disease? See, I'm a logical person. I have to have it all laid out, like in a list. And that isn't logical.
His family didn't want him to marry me, obviously.
They thought you weren't good enough for him?
Come
Sure, your
on.
voice.
What?
Yes.
Mr. Campbell wasn't that and worried about being overextended, but the rich partner's daughter gets to be and wedding is off.
I don't know.
There is your music. Wasn't the Harley the richest boy in the town?
Yes.
And Sally was the richest girl in the countryside. That was the match of the decade. Bells were going to ring for such a match.
Well, they didn't.
When depression comes, rich families must pool their resources.
They didn't see it that way.
The Campbells are a large Missouri family. 15 little Campbells?
No.
Oh. Only Harley, 2 brothers, and 1 sister.
No.
No. Harley and 1 brother?
Harley and 1 sister.
Harley was the only son of this very prominent Locklear County family.
Yes.
So, why didn't they want their only son to marry this beautiful, popular, cheerleader Talley girl whom he had been going steady with for 3 years?
They didn't like me.
All those years he was dating you over there for fast?
Not on your life.
No, because Harley couldn't do anything against his parents' wishes.
No.
In fact, you didn't graduate with Harley. You were delayed a full year.
It's beginning to hurt, Matt.
I'm not pulling, you pull. Why weren't you good enough for Harley?
I got sick.
Oh. You got TB and went to Arizona, where you live for the rest of your life.
No.
Maybe you gave this contagious disease for their only son, and he went to Arizona and was never heard from again.
The TB wasn't serious. There were complicating circumstances which caused me to be out of school.
There were complications. Sally was pockmarked and ugly, and nobody wanted to do anything with her.
You might say that.
Their only son was repulsed by the sight of her.
No, Matt. I was in the hospital for a month. I had a fever.
Their only son, Harley, has a morbid fear of hospitals. I'm getting a fever. Who is getting a fever?
They didn't want it.
But your dad insisted.
He didn't want it either.
Sally was pale and white and wouldn't look good in a wedding dress.
Matt.
You wore tramp and a vamp and would have ruined the reputation of this very prominent family. Is what story is?
He was their heir. He had to carry on the family name.
You were irresponsible, had uncontrollable kleptomania, and couldn't be trusted around the family money.
I got sick! I had a fever!
Oh, you were delirious and drunken, and no one family would allow such a woman to marry their only son.
I was sick for a year!
You weren't sick. You went away. Why did you go away?
I was at the house.
Why were you hiding in the house for a year?
I had a fever.
No, because you disgraced yourself.
I had a pelvic infection.
Is it what you told people?
They didn't know what was wrong with me.
Why were you hiding?
I had a fever.
Why were you hiding?
They couldn't break the fever. By the time we did, it didn't matter anymore.
What were you hiding?
Because it had eaten out my inside. I can't have children, let go of me!
What do you mean?
I can't have children!
Sally, I'm here. It's okay.
Go away! Just go away!
I thought you have had a child.
I've had no child. There was no scandal. I was no longer of any value to the merger.
It's okay. It's okay.
Stop. That's what I tell the boys. It's okay. Only they're dying of blood poisoning. Don't comfort me, Matt. I'm fine.
I thought you have had a child from somebody else. You're so crazy.
I only wish I had.
Was it the result of the TB?
The infection descended into my fallopian tubes. It's not uncommon with women at all, and so there couldn't be an heir to the family empire. It was all such a great dance. Everyone came to the hospital. Everyone said it made no difference. But by the time Harley graduated, the Campbells weren't speaking to the Talleys anymore. And Dad was looking at me like I was a broken swing. It was a very interesting perspective.
Do you think that your aunt had told me that you couldn't have children and I was making up a story of my life just to tease you?
Possibly.
We all terrified, but we still hope. You take beautiful dress at work? Did you say nurse as I was coming to see you?
No.
And look at me. For 5 years, I was wearing the same tie to work. It is a matter of principle for me not to wear a different tie. I buy a new tie to come and see Sally. See how corruption of principle begins.
I had nothing to do with that.
Is it new dress, by the way? I haven't seen that dress before.
Yes, it's no big deal.
It's a big deal. It's an enormous deal. It's a new deal.
You didn't even say you liked it.
I like it. I love the dress.
See, you can't have a good scene without hot references or sexual innuendo. Not with Alicia Bernardo, anyway.